Hello and welcome back to the interview 24. Our today's guest is the Professor Volfgang Herrmann, Honorary President of the New Uzbekistan University. Mr. Herrmann, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for your time.
The New Uzbekistan University is relatively young, 1 year old. Nevertheless, it has received recognition both locally and internationally. So please tell us, what is special about this university?
Yes, first of all, this university is the indication of a fundamental change in the value of the educational and science system in Uzbekistan. It's really revolutionary that the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan wants to charter an international university that is going to benchmark with the best schools in the world. It is necessary to establish a university model that connects science with business, science, engineering with industry, because the wealth of a country, to do this you need to be international in order to benchmark at the highest level, also to be seen in the world. And this is now the real new thing. Uzbekistan is now on the international platform of science and technology. And I think this is a unique opportunity this country has in a rapidly changing world.
With your huge experience, the Technical University of Munich can partner with any universities in the world, but your choice was placed on Uzbekistan. Please explain why.
For us as Technical University, this is the ideal place, not only geographically, but also geographically. It's totally new for us. Have in the past not considered this part of the world. I also could tell you what were the historical reasons for that for over decades. Not only the long distance, we were far away, there was the Iron Curtain going through Europe. So we did not consider countries like Uzbekistan as our prime partners, but now we do, because the world is changing. And of course we do it also because we are convinced that the President of the Republic of Uzbekistan really will support the new university to get on a very high level. That's of course important also for us, and we will help in turn that this high level is reached as soon as possible from the very beginning. So in order to adjust the goals or to look whether the philosophy deviates from what is being done. But I have a very good feeling, and I think things are very well on the way.
There are three main partners of the New Uzbekistan University: the Technical University of Munich, Massachusetts University, and Cambridge, right? So could you please brief us about each role in the process?
This is very different partnerships actually. With Technical University of Munich, we having teaching and research partnership, and also we support and review the organizational processes for the foundation period. The Cambridge assessment is a kind of a spin-off of Cambridge University that supports the selection of students. This is also very important to identify the talents according to as objective as possible criteria. Also for the equal opportunities philosophy, very important also for the credibility of the new university into the country, because the country has to see and has to believe that the best talents are selected irrespective where they come from.
A group of Uzbek students from the New Uzbekistan University has recently been on a weekly internship in Germany organized by the Technical University of Munich International. So was the trip successful in terms of building networking with the international companies and institutions?
I consider them corollary of a modern international university which has the job to bring about top-level alumni able to work in the leading industries. Hopefully, most of these industries located in Uzbekistan, because the industrialization process will go on, and Uzbekistan wants to have a great share on that. So for that you need qualified people, and you can, let's say a foreign company, like a German company, cannot start here and just sending German management here. So that has to be your own people. And that's also one of our mission and one of the reasons for the new university. So from the very beginning of the study courses, the students have to see what's going on elsewhere in the world, not only Germany, but other countries as well, to make this experience and to combine the different views, the different attitudes, and to the benefit of their own country. So somebody who has not been abroad and not seen how people think elsewhere about problems, be it scientifically or culturally or politically, there's some deficit, you know, there's something missing. And for that reason, I think the student exchange already at a very early stage is of key importance for a good and international university.
Is it expected to organize such trips regularly in the coming years?
Yes, in the most simple case be only a few weeks, but it also could be a semester, so half a year. This is still under elaboration since in the moment we have around about 200 students, not quite, but we experiment in the moment to find the best format for the exchange. And of course, once Uzbekistan students go abroad, we need to have a fellowship program to support them financially, otherwise they couldn't afford it. But as I can see here from the housing of the students and the equipment of everything, this is very convincing, I must say. And when I was a student 50 years ago, I did by far not have as good study conditions than the young folks now here have in Uzbekistan.
Is the new Uzbekistan University planning to involve private stakeholders or companies into the education process?
This is something we're going to organize in very due course. I will help to identify European companies who are either already active here in the country or get the intention to come here. And now you should not forget that a top-level university in many cases is a criterion for a company to move. We have also experienced this in Munich. High-tech companies came because they say, yes, here is a talent pool available and these people we need to further develop our company. Yes, that is very important, and for that reason we have to train the students from the very beginning in the sense of the entrepreneurial spirit, you know. We also want to have new companies being started by our alumni.
You have been closely observing the reforms, educational changes in Uzbekistan, and it's expected to make this new modern university as a flagship of the education system in Uzbekistan. What stage do you think this reform at?
Well, this new model, I think, will gear up the competition within the educational system of Uzbekistan. And this is already very important. And we will experience in some time that all other universities get on higher levels like other similar activities in Germany have shown. Because if universities just work according to the same formats all the time, although the world around us is changing so fast, you cannot win an award anymore.
What is it like to be a student of the new Uzbekistan University? What does specific things offer to applicants? Please describe us.
Well, certainly a student at the new university must work very, very hard. I'm sure on that, because it's not so easy. But the specific thing will be the interaction of basic with applied research and of research with industry, hopefully, very important. So in my vision, most of the students should finally file a master thesis or a PhD thesis in a joint appointment with industry already. However, guided by the university professors, nevertheless, included in an industry program. I think that makes them fit for becoming successful in industry sooner than others.
The Technical University of Munich is considered top 20 universities worldwide that has produced many Nobel laureates as well as founders of big companies like Siemens and BMW. So what is the secret?
The secret is that as a university you are open for questions, problems coming from industry, but at the same time stay scientifically as independent as possible, which does not contradict, by the way, and just find ways to interact on a high scientific level. Because if you proceed this way, you will identify problems that you would never have seen without the industry if you are just in your university laboratory. This happened also to me as a chemist, by the way. I got many ideas out of industry and performed well in developing them in a scientific way. I think the secret is that we interact, collaborate scientifically with industry, and that according to this experience, the curricula, the contents are permanently being changed. And a study course in chemistry today at TUM looks totally different than what I was teaching 30 years ago.
Is it expected to enter world rankings like QS and the Times Higher Education in the coming years?
There is a goal that in the year of 2030 we have a significant position in the university rankings. One must say there is quite a number of different rankings, as you know, and for that reason we are already now looking at the criteria according to which the ranking is being done, and also to follow the development of rankings themselves, because the criteria once in a while also are adjusted, and so that tells you again that even this business you have to do professionally. I think what will be most important for the first years of the university is what does the employer think about the quality of the student we release to the industry. This is important. What's the opinion? Is these well-trained people? And at TUM I was proud of having a very high level in acceptance of our alumni by industry, because that's why we are here. We are not, or only in exceptional cases or exceptions, we are producing professors. Most of them, more than 95% of our students join industry. So we have to make them fit for the professional life in industry.
Thank you very much for your time and wish you all the best in your activity.
Okay.
And today we had Professor Volfgang Herrmann, the Honorary President of the Uzbekistan University. Stay on our channel and take care of yourself.